To start, this should be good. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
You tried to give me the slip, didn't you, my friend? There was no way I was going to miss this.
It's time for our tale of the tape. First, we have up the Swarm, and they'll be facing Magnitude. Historically, this is one of the most prized divisions in all of boxing, the middleweight division.
We'll be talking about this fight for years to come. This is one of those classics.
Up first, the Swarm from the United States of America. Up against them, Magnitude from the United States of America.
This is going to be one hell of a fight.
The fighters are ready to go. Let's hear the official introductions. We turn it over to the classy Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from the United States of America. Wearing the orange trunks with red trim. The Swarm. Fighting out of the blue corner from the United States of America. Wearing the blue trunks with blue trim. Magnitude.
So much hype surrounding this big matchup. Can't wait to see what goes down when the opening bell rings.
The wait is over. The speaking stopped. The fight begins now. Let's get the answers.
No doubt about it. The time has finally arrived. These two men have been jawing at each other for months. The talking is finally over. Now it's time to fight. Oh, they landed a good jab there. Got out of the way of that right hook. Stiff jab. Beautiful counter shot. So much pre-match drama before this showdown. Who could forget what we saw yesterday at the weigh-in? These two boxers are finally ready to get it on.
Situations like this, Todd, will either make or break a fighter because the expectation from the thousands of people here, of those millions of people around the world, people like you and I sat here expecting everything and anything, can break a man or make a man.
Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
No rest for the weary. This fight has a real good flow to it. Nice idea with the jab, but does not land. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fighter. Get out there and get the job done.
I want to take him out. He's ready to go. He's absolutely shattered.
Here we go. It's round two. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Johnny, a lot of fighters focus on their defense with their hands up. This fighter focuses on their defense with their footwork, moving on those angles, staying out of danger.
Do not give an outside fighter time to think. You've got to make the fighter panic You've got to rush the fighter into doing things they don't normally do.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. Nice counter. Swing and a miss with the hook. That jab was blocked. They exchange punches. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
The right hand's beautiful, that's it. Start sticking in a few buttons.
Let's get it started in round 3. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
To beat a counterpuncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pop you all night long. Rush them.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. They drop their guard, they get caught. We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
It's all offense, all the time. Beautiful counter punch. A lot of people love watching fighters in this weight class because they've got the speed and they've got the power. Swing and a miss with that jab. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
What are you doing? Come on, swing.
And there's the bell to start round 4. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Defense is not an option for these two. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out of the way, box him, frustrate him, because if you let him get away with it, he'll close you down.
Some real good back and forth between these two fighters.
perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Perfect counter shot. The straight right just misses.
Not a lot of defense here at all.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Stay focused. What are you doing? You've switched off.
Things are starting to heat up now as we enter the fifth. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Well, Johnny, as you know, there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive.
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
That hook just can't find the target. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Can't find a home with that jab. That counter shot lands.
Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way.
Tried to score with a jab. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
This is the beginning of round 6. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
When you have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
He misses with that straight left. Both men step back for just a moment. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a cliff. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
hook won't score. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
You can't leave.
Here comes round 7. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Punch, counter punch. Can't score with that jab. Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
Middleweights always gives us a class. If you've got 2 class middleweight fighters, you're in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. These punches coming from every angle. Swinging big and missing big with that hook. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight.
And we enter the 8th round. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these 2 boxers, Johnny?
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. This has been a very competitive round between these 2.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Stamina is so important for these 2 fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come down to who's in better shape.
Look back in the history books. Some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there. These guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. But it hurts, and you can imagine that being...
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
Dominance with...
And we enter the ninth. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Swing and a miss with that hook. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. That jab won't score. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Misses with the straight left. And he misses with that jab. That counter punch caught him clean. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. All three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who. Here comes the 10th round. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Left-handed jab doesn't quite score. Good counter punch. Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
Swing and a miss with that left hook. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
They are not going to let this one go to the judges. As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is the heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at middleweight are ridiculous. That is what writes our history.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
As long as they don't get complacent.
That's start 11. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
There's a counter shot. No rest for the weary. Jab does not score. In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
You'd like to see more jabs. Can't land that jab. Both men step back for just a moment. And he just missed with that left jab. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
You can't leave it up.
And there's the bell to start round 12. Can they seal the deal in this round after what we saw just a minute ago?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
The jab doesn't quite connect. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Miss with that jab. This is a high-octane battle. Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. He threw a punch and just got countered. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Another win, another unanimous decision victory.
What a whitewash. You know, that's skills, that's class, that's level.